I had to make some drastic change in my life at the end of 2020. I wasn't okay. Something bigger was happening. Logan saw this. Logan was my husband. Logan just didn't know what to do. Logan is a sweet man when he is relaxed. It's just at any conflict, he is quick to anger, which isn't good for my mental illness, which isn't good for my illness. As I am, I believe we both suffer from this illness, and I might be projecting my illness onto Logan. It's hard to say. I do know I do know is that my support system is weak. It's an exhausting illness that everyone wishes they could make sense of but can't. I can't. It's in my head. I can't, and it's my body. What I am grateful for is everyone who tried to save my life. I know it went on for 5 years. I know how exhausted I am, and that everyone who loves me is just as exhausted. It's a wild beast inside of this head. When it is loved, it mends. When it relaxes, it settles. It just gets there. It's just getting there. Processing the voices. Now, I can't go through every voice and every word. I don't know. My biggest concern was fearing my life and my safety. This was damaging to my friendships. This is the illness. This is the paranoid part of being paranoid schizophrenic. This symptom was the scariest symptom, which what happens is inside of my head, the face of someone I used to know, usually a J boy, will be yelling at me or threatening me. This is a voice inside of my head. So, if you are me, used to these loving these voices, and then snap, one day they are ganging up on you trying to kill you. This is my illness. No one is trying to hurt me. When I relax and take my medication, these irrational fears go away. I can't do it without medication. I did my best I could for many years, and in those years were many good days, and in those good days were outshined by my struggles. I did my best to have fun and smile around my son, then let it out at the end of the night. This would take time sorting out my feelings and fears out, sorting out Q Regina Spektor fidelity. Sorting out my thoughts spins me into mania. The mania is what everyone fears. When I am manic, I don't make sense. I am screaming to be saved. The voices turn into hallucinations. The people wanting to kill me are living. This voice was Nelson for some years. This is because of my attachment to Jesse. Nelson, he was my shadow, the voice in my head. This was healed. I don't hear his voice anymore. I felt his soul needed healed to cross to heaven. I would talk to him and cry and try to heal the broken heart. I knew him not well, but I knew Jesse. The last time I talked the last time I talked out loud with him was right after the hospital. I felt he was the devil. The devil is powerful. The devil would be popular. Hell is real. And I felt Nelson's soul was stuck in hell, and I, being the blessed Mary, was assigned to heal the devil. And I think the CIA assigns me to difficult duties like healing the devil. The assignments are strange because I am strange and reality isn't real. Nelson is just the voice of intrusive thoughts. I felt it was because he didn't think I was good enough for Jesse. He told me Jesse is his own man and he didn't know me well enough to have an opinion. And we fell in love and I became Lilith. The Lilith fantasy with the devil was right at the end. I felt like I was stuck in hell. I was hallucinating hell. I was the queen of the darkness. I was the queen of the night. But hell is is savage carnage, and I didn't want to live in misery. This is schizophrenia. Fixing on end times or the Bible. It's because it gets more detailed, but that's the summary. This is Stacy's story with Jesse. Rory suffers from the same illness. She would be searching for Jess in her head. I gave up on Jesse loving me or the show. I moved on. Nelson was the voice to push me to write again. He begged me to write The Basement, and I did. This pleased the Dark Lord. Then I misbehaved. For me, I am trying to outsmart the real devil. My goal was making everyone fall in love with the devil. This was Shane Flick's idea. He gave me some sound advice. He gave me some sound advice. It stuck with me, and one day the sun will shine. Just keep your head up and your heart strong. Dermot Kinney, A Closeness. This is not reality, but it feels like reality, but it feels real. We'll stop there.